Now, freedom and opportunity, two things that are very easy for New Zealanders to take for granted. For others, they're a precious gift, and Ashley Ali knows this all too well.
Indeed, she came to the country 8 years ago in a refugee camp, after 8 years in a refugee camp, and now wants to use her achievements to give back to women in the homeland that she's left behind. Jill Higgins has her story.
Ashley's really happy in New Zealand, friends, a place of her own, and an academic record anyone would be proud of.
I studied Bachelor of Business, and then I did my Master of Business majoring in marketing, and then I started my PhD.
But she's putting her career aspirations on hold to do this.
Okay, so it's 6 o'clock and the market's open, so let's go!
It's an event to give back to both her homelands.
Our aim is to give the female business owners and entrepreneurs exposure locally here and raise funds for the women in Kurdistan that need it. So, win-win.
Here, it's all about a helping hand.
I think it's absolutely amazing that she sort of went out and organised this market, got lots of entrepreneurs together.
I think it's great for us to be able to promote ourselves like this because there's not really many places like this that you can go to.
Her job helping women in Kurdistan is much harder.
The ones that we really want to help are the ones who've lost their husbands at war, who've lost their older sons at war. They can't go out and work.
Kurdistan is torn apart by war and has been for a very long time.
Kurdistan is the land that's like forever struggling for independence.
In the 80s, Saddam Hussein gassed and killed thousands. Around that time, Ashley's family fled. She spent the first 8 years of her life as a refugee in Pakistan.
When I speak to, say, my mum, she says, it's horrible, like you live in tents that are made of sometimes plastic.
Then the day their life changed, waiting at the airport for a new start in New Zealand.
We didn't know what to expect, so we came with blankets, with pots and pans, with almost everything we could bring. And then we came and we were like, we don't even need these.
What first inspired you to start all of this charity work?
So the second time when I went back, I saw how the people were struggling to get by, and that's when I said, look, we've got so much in New Zealand, we're just taking it for granted. And you know, with such little money that we go and spend in like a night or a day, that people there can actually get by for a month. So this is our Facebook page.
The market is her second fundraiser.
These are some of the photos from our last event.
The first was selling Middle Eastern food to help a summer school in a town called Shingal.
They had been attacked and they had to run away and leave their hometown. And 2 years later, so this year, the Kurdish soldiers, so they came back and they took the town back, and now people have started to make their way back home. So the first summer school that just opened up was the one that we helped.
How did that feel to see those?
Amazing, like so nice, yeah. It just like, it made me want to do something even bigger.
So here it is, only this time she's taking the funds back to Kurdistan herself.
I want to visit these women, to go and talk to them and see what they need.
It's a far cry from her safe and free life here. They're still fighting and she's going alone.
I'll need some of these before I go to Kurdistan.
But she's determined, if a little nervous.
Of course I'm scared, but I'm not going to let it stop me.
So glad to see that war-torn towns get rebuilt and repatriated, because you look at a place like Aleppo at the moment and Mosul and those, and it's all very well taking them back, but you think there's nothing there.
What do they go back to?
I mean?
Yeah. Incredible that she couldn't speak English before she came here, and now she's got
That's
beautiful
amazing, yeah.
English.